Hello guys, welcome to today's video. We have some news for you. CZ could be facing up to 10 years and should be detained in the US. If you haven't already, help us support the channel by subscribing, dropping a comment, let us know what you think about this news, and click that bell icon to stay up to date with our latest videos. So, as I was saying, the US prosecutors are arguing back and forth that CZ may face up to 10 years and should be detained in the US. Of course. The prosecutor noted that the reality is that the top end of the guidelines range may be as high as 18 months, and the United States is free to argue for any sentence up to the statutory maximum of 10 years. Right, so they're trying to go beyond that. So this filing was submitted in response to the opposition to the government's motion to detain him in the U.S. But John Reed Stark, he's a former chief of the Securities and Exchange Commission. This is the first time the prosecution has stated in clear and certain terms, quote unquote, that may turn to seek the sentence up to 10 years. Now, because the Department of the Department of Justice is actually arguing for their detention. He said that lawyer said that the penalties that he faces with no doubt seem significant to him, and that goes in favor of the reasonable restrictions. And he pleaded guilty. Right? He's a citizen of the UAE, by the way, and he had pleaded guilty to one charge of Bank Secrecy Act violation, and the majority of some other cases as well, like such defendants would be normally detained in the U.S. This is all stated by the prosecutor. But because this is an unusual case, CZ would voluntarily came to the U.S. to face justice, and the prosecutor also said that the singularity was the reason why the prosecutors allowed CZ to remain free until his sentencing, which is scheduled for February the 23rd, 2024, so just around like 3 months or so. Now, however, the decision did not indicate that he presented a flight risk. The lawyers did say that, but the prosecutors believe that flight risk could be managed by restricting his travel and preventing him from flying back to the safe haven of UAE. Quote unquote here again is this reasonable restriction given that if Mr. Shao is allowed to return to the UAE and then fails to appear, he may never answer for his crime. So what's really taking a look ahead that this could, well, the deadline to review CZ's bail order is set for the 27th of November, which is today. And the ex-SEC chief also said that his crimes are not regulatory parking tickets, but are tantamount to mass murder and mayhem. How ridiculous is that? Also stating from the Department of Justice was that otherwise his entire Binance debacle may very well turn out to be a slap on the wrist for CZ and sadly a historical injustice of epic proportions. Well, we'll have to see how that's going to play out, right? And Cosmos founder decides to fork the Cosmos Hub in protest against Atom's reduced production. All right, so what does that mean? So, response to Kwon has announced plans to fork Cosmos Hub, unveiling a new network named Atom 1. Now, the upcoming network is looking to operate autonomously and is going to feature its own governance plan and development team, and they're wanting to focus on achieving increased decentralization as well. But the government body of Cosmos Hub actually gave the okay to a proposed aim at reducing the maximum inflation rate, Cosmos Atom, from 14% to 10%. Now, that adjustment could lead to a decrease in Atom's annualized staking yield, which would go from 19% to approximately 13.4%. Now, Atom's tokens play crucial roles in some staking governances and covering some transaction fees with the Cosmos network. Now, that fees faced is a vote with a 41.1% in favor and 38.5% against that. So there was a statement. The Cosmos founder Jae Kwon revealed plans to integrate Atom with Atom on Atom, so dollars Atom 1, aiming to avoid mass selling and potential market collapse. Now, Kwon emphasized the need for improvement to the README and invited tokenomics experts to contribute ideas. Now, he actually addressed confusion regarding for the influence of NO/NWV voters, both aside and outside of the hub, really pushing the existence of a community aligned with logical principles and some goals. And Mark Cuban wants to tap blockchain for real estate innovation. Mark Cuban is quite the man. He is very well known for Shark Tank, but he is wanting to tap that. So he had expressed his interest in the potential of using blockchain technology to revolutionize real estate development. Kind of interesting. Now, this follows a city building proposal by serial entrepreneur Jason I can't say it, Kalanick, that sparked a discussion about integrating cutting edge technology into this urban development projects. Now, Cuban took the conversation even further by proposing to leverage blockchain technology, particularly focusing on the potential to automate and secure real estate transactions and project management. Now, this would involve the creation of smart contracts on a zero knowledge layer 2 blockchain platform, and the contract would automatically check for the issuance of construction permits. It's pretty good. It just shows you that crypto is going to really go all across the board eventually in the future. So I think if Cuban's on it, I think it's a good time to really be paying attention to some other future possibilities and projects. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again in the next video.